Inspired by the eerie legacy of Silent Night, Deadly Night 3. Better watch out. The story unfolds in a world where fear lingers long after the holidays are over, and the past refuses to stay buried. Snow falls gently over a quiet town, but beneath its peaceful surface, something is terribly wrong. The air feels colder than usual, not because of winter, but because of something watching, something waiting. Inside a dimly lit hospital room, a young man lies motionless, wires and machines surrounding him. His eyes are closed, but his mind is far from asleep. He is connected to something deeper, something unnatural. A doctor stands nearby, obsessed and driven by a dangerous curiosity. He believes the human mind can transcend the limits of the body. He believes he can unlock a hidden power, and this patient, silent and still, is the key. Experiments begin, pushing boundaries that should never be crossed. Signals are sent, thoughts are manipulated, and slowly, something awakens. Miles away, a young blind woman begins to feel it. At first it's just a faint whisper in her mind, a distant echo she cannot explain, but soon the whispers turn into visions. Flashes of violence, glimpses of a man she has never met. A connection forms, one she cannot escape. She feels his anger, his confusion, and his hunger. The man in the hospital opens his eyes. What was once a broken body is now something else entirely. Guided by the experiments, his mind reaches out, searching, locking onto the one person who can feel him. The connection becomes a bridge, and through it, he finds purpose. He is no longer lost. He knows where to go. The doctor celebrates, blind to the horror he has unleashed. He believes he has created something extraordinary, but he has only opened the door to chaos. The patient escapes, leaving behind a trail of silence and fear. The hospital corridors echo with distant alarms, but it is already too late. The woman senses him getting closer. Her world, once defined by darkness, is now filled with terrifying clarity. She sees through his eyes. She feels his movements. Every step he takes sends a shock through her mind. She tries to resist, tries to break free, but the connection only grows stronger. She realizes she is not just a witness. She is part of this. A journey begins, one driven by instinct and fear. She must find him before he finds her. But how do you escape someone who lives inside your mind? Every place she runs to feels compromised. Every shadow feels alive. And every moment brings him closer. The man moves through the world like a ghost. Silent, relentless, unstoppable. Those who cross his path never see him coming. The connection guides him, pulling him forward, feeding his purpose. He does not speak, he does not hesitate. He simply moves. The doctor, now aware of the disaster he has caused, tries to track his creation. He follows the signals, desperate to regain control. But the power he unleashed has evolved beyond him. What started as an experiment has become something far more dangerous. The woman finds help in unlikely places, strangers who do not understand the depth of what she is facing. She tries to explain, but her words sound impossible. How do you tell someone that a killer is hunting you through your own thoughts? How do you convince them when you cannot even see it yourself? The connection intensifies. She begins to feel his emotions more clearly. Not just rage, but confusion. Not just violence, but pain. There is something human buried deep within him, something that flickers for just a moment before being consumed by darkness. She realizes that this connection might be the only way to stop him, but it also might destroy her. The chase reaches its peak as their paths begin to align. The distance between them shrinks, and the tension becomes unbearable. Every second feels like a countdown. Every breath feels like the last before something terrible happens. The man knows she is near, the woman knows she cannot run forever. In a final confrontation, the connection becomes a battlefield. Minds collide, emotions clash, and reality begins to blur. The line between hunter and hunted disappears. The world around them fades, leaving only the link that binds them together. The doctor arrives too late, witnessing the consequences of his ambition. He sees what he has created, and for the first time, he understands the true cost of his obsession. But there is nothing he can do now. The outcome is uncertain, the tension unresolved. The connection breaks, but the silence that follows is not comforting. It is empty, heavy, and filled with unanswered questions. Snow continues to fall, covering the traces of what happened. The town returns to its quiet state, but something lingers beneath the surface. A feeling that the story is not truly over, because some connections never truly disappear, and some nightmares refuse to end,